Hey guys, my name is Bryson Sessions and you're listening to the Bed Project Podcast. This show is a little bit different than other shows out there, so if you want an in-depth understanding of what it's about, please listen to episode 292B. It'll give you all the details for the show and what to expect. So that being said, here is today's episode. So congratulations to me. I'm 90% sure that EverFit is the software I'm going to use. So the likelihood that anybody listening in the next couple years wants to know this information, I'm sure it's very slim, but whatever. So the reason why I'm going with this is because it's got the things that I need, most things that I need, and the things that I want. So the first thing I would like one of these softwares to have is a place to store content, folders, files, anything like that, where a client could go in there, look at whatever they need and access it very easily. They don't have to go to any other link or go to download any other apps. They can just go on here, go to the resources or whatever, go to the collections tab, and then they can click on everything that they might need. The reason why that is important to me is because I want to put a lot of effort into actual education and teaching, and I guess just making helpful resources for other people to follow and to use. So if I can do that inside the software itself, as opposed to sending them to Dropbox or to my Google Drive or something like that, I'd rather just keep it all in-house, keep it all right here. So that way it kind of reinforces, I mean, this is not why at all, but it reinforces the need for the app and to use the app, which adds the value to the whole thing in the first place. So that's one thing that's super important for me to have. Not many softwares have this. I was actually settling on this software before I even knew it had this, but this is one of those features that does cost the extra $100 a month, which is fine, because if I have 50 clients per month paying $300, then that's, I'm all right. So I like that. That's huge, So not only that, but I can make as many folders, many collections as I want. I can make a folder for all mental toughness stuff. I can make a folder for all nutrition stuff. I can make a course, step 1, how to make your perfect diet. Step 2, how to eat, whatever. You get the idea. Also can put as many videos or documents, links, audio, anything in there that I want. So that's really cool. The other thing that is really cool, not even something that I thought I wanted or needed, wasn't even aware of, but there's the kind of like a community in here. So everybody that's in the program can post stuff, they can share things, they can like, comment, whatever, make polls, leave gifts in this little community for everybody else to see. So everybody who's part of the program, they can all talk to one another and kind of cheer each other on, or somebody can reach out for help and say, hey, I'm having troubles with this, blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty fucking cool. Didn't know that was something I needed, but this is really cool. So, until I have more than maybe 10 people in the program, this probably won't be a feature that I even enable, because if I join a program and there's one other person in the program, I would think, am I being scammed? Why am I the only person here? So with this community thing, there's also a leaderboard. So I can connect the leaderboards, which is cool. It's the idea that I have, but they just make it so corny, dude. So the leaderboard, create a competitive leaderboard to motivate members of this program. So in order for them to compete in the leaderboards, they would have to track more things of themselves. So they would have to track track water, track sleep. Let's see, where can I actually look at this? I'm actually not sure how to look at that right now. But anyway, it would allow them to compete kind of in a friendly way, I guess. Like, oh, this guy, he already worked out today. He lifted 10,000 pounds today. Wonder what I don't know, just stuff like that. Don't know if I'll enable that, but it's cool. So, I mean, that's a good feature for later on if I want to run some kind of 6-week workout challenge as a lead magnet to get people and to get leads into the program. Because if I have 20 people who sign up for that, a free thing, that would be cool to have the leaderboards there and set it up for that. So don't need that, don't want it yet, but maybe in the future it would come in handy. So we have that. Then we have the ability to communicate with the client in the software itself. So they don't need to, I don't have to worry about getting or giving them my personal phone number, which I'm sure that would happen anyway because I just want communication to be absolutely open no matter what. So if they need my phone number, then they can call me, whatever. But I got to put boundaries on that. So who knows? We'll figure out when I'm going to get to that point. So that's really cool. We can send voice messages. I'm going to send one to myself right now. So I'm recording one. I'm going to play it back right now. I'm going to send one to myself right now. So I'm recording. Cool. I like stuff like that. It's super simple. I can attach a file. I think I can attach anything. So if I want to send them a link to something or what, just super cool stuff. I can also broadcast things. So if I've got 30 clients in here and I want to send the same message to every single one of them, I might say, hey, so we're doing a monthly challenge. We're doing the Murph. Everybody get ready for the Murph on August 28th, 2087. We're getting ready. Send. Kablammy. Each message will be sent 5 seconds apart from each other. Don't know what that means. Broadcast now. So I'm going to click all clients. Broadcast now. Send now. As if you guys can see this, doesn't matter. So it pops up on my thing here. Yeah, so it pops up. I just typed a whole bunch of shit. So it pops up as the broadcast. So anyway, you can't see that anyway. But yeah, that's really cool. The other thing that I really like is the fact that I can mass group or whatever, assign one thing to multiple people. It seems that way anyway. But the most important thing is onboarding is a breeze. So what I was saying, I think 2 shows ago, where they don't have the thing where I can assign everything to one person. I have to manually do each thing to each person. That's actually not the case. So I just had to look a little harder. There's this thing, it's called onboarding flow. So I go in there and I can choose. So if I edit this, it's pretty cool. So it says onboard. So step 1, onboarding forms. What forms do they get once they sign up? So I can choose the forms that they get. And I'm going to talk about that in just a sec, why the forms are another thing that I wanted. So there's a form. So after they do that, then they'll get a message from me. So I can make the message be whatever I want. So like, hi, welcome to the program. I'm so excited to have you on board. I'm eager to help you get moving towards your health and fitness goals. Make sure you watch the onboarding video, yada, yada, yada. Then after that, they will get their assignments, meaning which program will they get access to, or will they be given the assignment of the automated program or whatever. So to get the program, they get put into the group or the forum or the social community, whatever. After that, they'll be granted access to the collection of folders and videos and files. So they'll get that. And then after that, they will be put into the auto flow, is what it's called, which has the program, the tasks, the habits, the check-ins, everything's scheduled on it. So the auto flow, meaning they'll be put into the calendar that has every single thing perfectly scheduled that the client needs. So we'll say Sunday, they need to do the weekly check-in form. And we'll say that also means they got to take photos. But then every single day we have the 60-second check-in, so that'll be scheduled every day. And then every single day we'll have the Vice Fast Virtue Feast Crucible mini discipline, so they got to do those. But maybe once a month they have take measurements or weigh themselves, whatever. So I can schedule all that. So it's the exact plan of the program when they need to do whatever they need to do. And it's the same time for every person that joins the program. So I don't got to go in there and be like, okay, Johnny, Bobby, Sydney, Craig, and Nick, they got to do this way. And I got to assign everything one by one. And it's going to take me half hour to do that. Now this takes me 30 seconds, if that. So that's cool. So that's a thing that I absolutely, I didn't think that I needed that much, but cool. So we have that. And then we have the forms. So the forms themselves, not really, I don't give a damn about it because I'm going to use Google Forms because I can track the data. But the thing with this is I can make these forms and I can insert a signature box. And the signature box is a big deal because you usually have to pay extra money for other softwares such as DocuSign or HelloSign, I think is what it's called, or there's Dropbox Signature, the reason why this is important is because the client needs to fill out the waiver, the terms of agreement, the liability, whatever, all that shit, the contract, commitment, whatever, that, the social media release, whatever. And it's all in-house. I don't have to pay extra for another software. I send the thing over, and it even puts out this big notice, the terms and conditions of the whole thing itself, saying like, hey, this is a real signature. This is legally binding, like you would a piece of paper or like any other thing. This is real shit. So really cool. So this would be sent out for sure before anything else. But this is all in-house. I don't got to make extra, pay for another software, pay for another program. It's all right here. So that's awesome. And the forms are really cool, but it's not something I think I would use for everything because I can't see the data and manipulate the data on the back end, meaning, or I guess not manipulate, that's a bad word. I can't use their answers and then assign point values to them and then add that up to a score and then figure out their percentage and compliance and all that stuff. That's what I want to do. And if they can implement that into this, that'd be cool. If not, then I will probably not use this ever. But for the signature part, absolutely. That's cool because it keeps it on file. So that's really cool. Also, I'm able to customize the branding and the theme, the colors, the logo, and everything. So they're not just getting some kind of random ass workout app that's not even with me. It's got my logo, it's got my name, my colors, my brand name, everything to do with me. Even the app that they click, it would be my logo. When they open it up, it would have my name, the program name, the program logo, the colors that I choose, the accent colors for everything. I think it would have a couple other things, email headers, client invitation headers. So it would be uniquely mine. And that's awesome. So app icon, custom themes, and more. Let me learn more real quick. So we have my own app icon. Click next. Premium splash screen. So when they load it up, you click Facebook and it pops up with the big blue screen that says Facebook. This thing is hauling way too much. Dude, I fucking hate, dude. Have somebody review your shit, huh? Okay, anyway, my bad. So there's a custom workout background. So I can put a photo of me, I can put logo, whatever. I got to pay extra for all this, but I just see this as a win-win. I mean, I'm looking at the payments right now. Just some good shit. But anyway, there's also some other cool things that I don't need yet. I'm sure I will in the future, but if you don't know what Zapier is, it just automates so much. So let's see, what can I automate in here? Okay, it won't tell me. It's great. So you can automate one task, and 1,000 tasks per month is an additional $19 a month. So if I'm automating a hell of a shit ton of stuff and I'm doing 20,000 different things per month, then I'm paying some extra. I want to know, I'm trying to figure out what the things I can automate are. Hold on. So was it this one? Okay, so a list of Everfit's events for Zap's action. So when I invite a new client, I can make the Zap do something completely different. When I assign a client to a workflow, I can make it do something. When I archive a client, I can do something. When I add participant, it's like when one thing happens, that acts as a trigger for the next thing to happen. And it automates everything. So obviously I want to automate as much as possible so it's as hands-off as it can be for me. But obviously a lot of things need to be hands-on. Like I got to make the workout programs, I got to make the nutrition protocols, I got to do the check-ins. And I want to do that because I think that's important. So to be the face, to be the person, to have that hands-on touch, So that's cool. I can also have teammates in here. So later down the road, let's say I get 50 clients and I'm like, God damn, dude, I got to hire another coach. So that means I can hire somebody else and then they can have their own clients, and everything that I just described, they can also do their own thing and run their own show under me. So obviously I'd figure that out financially, so it's a win-win, but not something I need to worry about for a while. So we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, so this program this software has a lot of things I need. It's really relieving now to know that I finally figured this out. The thing that I don't like is the workout portion. It's really difficult to make a workout. It's not difficult, I shouldn't say. It's very tedious to make a workout. And to think that a 12-week program, if I'm following a periodized plan, which in case you don't know, means that every workout pretty much is, so on a week-to-week basis, the workouts don't change. that much, except maybe one thing, such as reps. So I'd have to make a workout completely. Then after that's done, so it probably takes me like 5 minutes. After that's done, I have to then copy that workout, put it into week 2, and then adjust so that it's different from week 1. Because if it's periodized and it's following linear periodization, meaning the reps go down per week, but the weight goes up, then I would have to go in there, adjust the reps for every exercise, and do so for every workout for the week. So if I make 5 workouts and say it takes me half hour, then I have to copy all those, paste them, I go into each individual one, edit the workouts so the reps are different. And that might take 10 minutes from there. That probably takes 5. So 35 minutes. Well, so you do week 2, 3, 4. So it's about 45 minutes for a month of training. And that's if I'm dialed in, focused. I'm just boom, 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 So that's fine. It's just hella annoying because I'm not doing a month of training. I'm doing 12. So already that's 12 hours worth of work, pretty much, 10 hours. And that's ass. And I don't like doing that. And it's shitty because it's really hard to stay organized. So if I come in here to workouts, I can add there's no folders or anything like that. I can add tags, what does a tag do? Let's create a tag. We'll go block 1 training. Let's see what this does before I start talking out my ass. Block 1 training. How can I assign a tag? Let's see. Can assign a tag. Up here. Ownership and sharing. Tags. Block 1 training. So if I save and close, apply. Didn't apply it, dude. I'm great. So tag. Block 1 training. Block 1 training. Apply. Save and close. What does it look like? Block 1 training. There we go. So it's not a folder, which I would prefer, but it does have a tag. So it's got a column. So it's got, far left workout, the name of the workout, what to expect. Tags, exercises, how many, most recent, how long ago did I edit this, who's the owner, me, which if I have other teammates, then that'll show up differently. So maybe the tags is cool. Then I have sections, add my first section. I don't know what that means. Regular, create a section. Please select exercise by exercise, mostly interval, AMRAP. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things I don't know about it. But then there's programs, which is cool. So I make a program, I add all the workouts into it, schedule it on a calendar, and that's how I make a program, which is cool. But I'm doing the autoflow, which means they join the program, they immediately get access to that thing. And I wonder if I edit something for one client, how that looks. That's a question. I'm going to pause real quick. Hold on. No, we're going to keep it live. We're going to keep it live. So if I go to, because I've got myself as a dummy account, so I'm learning stuff. So I have my own little account. Let's see. So if I go into training, how do I change this? So I can't see that one. What about this one? Already completed it. Damn it, dude. Let's go to week 2 then. Can I change the workout? Edit. Workout settings. Save the library. Okay, so it looks like it can edit it, but it's not. That's a problem. See, that's a problem, dude. If the client joins into the program and I gotta alter something in the program, I would have to then remake an entire calendar worth of workouts for that one client. See, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Don't make it that way. Make it easy. Make it as easy as possible to work as hard as you can. So I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna write that down. So auto flow change specifics for individual client. Or does it change for every? So that's just me writing a note to myself to check on this tomorrow because I need to go to bed 40 minutes ago. So that's great. Because if they join the program, but I make a change in their program, does it change it for everybody else? Because if so, that's going to be a pain in the ass to then take them out of the auto flow, put them in their own training program to then alter one exercise because they can't do bench press or something, which that's the name of the game. I'm trying to help people. But god damn, if I have to do that, if I get 30 people in here and it's all slightly different, consider me a dead man, dude. So we'll figure that out. I'll get into that. But then we have the tasks which I can assign, such as a general task. So that could be, it won't even be a task, just like look at this or read this or go to this link. When is it set? Add a reminder, repeat every however many weeks. And we have a progress photo, body metrics, so like how much water did you drink, how much sleep did you get, and then how much do you weigh. Then we have body fat, chest measurements, thigh measurements, and your reminders, all that stuff. Then we have a form. So every whatever day, fill out a form. But for me, that would be a general task. I would send a link to the check-in form because these forms don't allow me to do what I talked about earlier. And then we have the custom habits, which is no different than a task. It just keeps track of your streak, but it is more tedious to mark that off in the app. And I'm all about making this shit as easy as possible. So for me, that'd be a no-go, but I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna get client feedback, and I'm going to see. I gotta write that down. That's good. I gotta schedule in client surveys for systems improvement. All right. There's a live look at how I get shit done and write stuff down to get back to it later. Honestly, one of the biggest life hacks ever is when you have an idea or when you know you got to get something done, just write it down immediately, put it in a note in your phone or just whatever so that you don't forget it and you have that good idea or that reminder or whatever. I mean, sometimes I'll be like, yo, Siri, set a reminder on my phone for blah, blah, blah at 5 o'clock. And then boom, it pops off next day and I remember. So like the second that you do, well, at least for me, because when I forget that shit, it's gone forever. So there's that. Then we got the metrics. I can go in there and track all the stuff. I can see if they link their phone with the steps and stuff, I can see their steps, which is pretty cool. But I was looking at the app today because something that I want to do is be a product of my own program. So I want to use the app itself. I want to do everything that the app tells me to do. So that way I can both learn the program or learn the app, the software, everything, the ins and outs from the client side. So if a client has a problem, I'm not just sitting there like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dude. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I want to know exactly what they're talking about and how I can fix it and make it better. So create a custom experience. Yeah, so there's different features I can allow or disallow, whatever. So anyway, that's pretty much a rundown of why I chose to run with this. It also shows me training, how many days in the last 7 days they tracked, how many days in the last 30 days, and then how many workouts they have next week. I can see the results for each workout, the weight they did, if they tracked it. And that's the thing, man. I don't know, man. I want to make my own software one day. That's for damn sure. Shows me their progress photos. It's cool because I can compare them. So I can select August 23rd, we'll go front, and I can go to the other one and go front and compare it side by side. And it puts it side by side, weight. So the client, when they upload their photo, they put their weight, their body fat percentage, which if they don't know their body fat percentage, then they wouldn't put it in there. That's the thing, man. So like, what is the company who made this think that I'm doing? Like, I don't know, man. Whatever. So I can take off compare mode and I can just look at photos. I think I can edit their body fat and weight. I don't know why I'd want to do that, but so that's all that, man. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's also a whole food journal, macros, and meal planning, but if I'm doing flexible dining, if it fits your macros, that's going to be my macro or my nutrition part of everything. So this giant part of the program is just not. Let's actually take a look. Maybe I mislooked here. So let's go into settings. I don't know how to do that. Settings. Food journal, turn that on. Macros on. Meal plan on. So let's go in there and see. So I go save it. Now I'm going to go into, if it would load today, food journal. I have not added any food entries. So I got to go to my phone. I sign into myself. So if I scroll down to the bottom here, food journal, what did I eat today? So this is the thing, man. Shit's so dumb. As a client, I'm opening this up. It says add a meal. What did I eat? That's all it says. I ate a shitload of bread. So if I post that in there, I, as a coach, get a notification that says Bryson Sessions added a meal for Sunday. So if I go in there, as the coach and I click on that, guess what it tells me? So it's loading up. Hold on. Hello, welcome back. Thanks. Leave me my shit. So if I go in there, click on notifications, Bryson added a meal. All it says for me is that Bryson, the client, says that he ate a shitload of bread. How is that useful to me? How many calories was it? What was the topping? What was on there? How much is a shit? God damn. Or I can take a photo. So that's the other thing I can do. Take a photo of a meal. What the fuck does that tell me as a coach, dude? I don't know how many calories are in that photo, in that meal, in the photo. I don't know what sauce you used. I don't know if it's light or if it's dairy free or if it's extra, if it's sodium or what. I don't fucking know. That's the thing, man. Like, it's a good idea. It's a good concept. But if I'm looking at it, I'd be like, dude, that spaghetti looks bomb. I mean, compared to what though? Like, how big is that plate? There's nothing relative in the photo. Is it big? How much meat is there? Well, is it turkey? What percentage of ground beef is it? That's not useful information. I mean, if the client is like hella obese and anything is better than their current state, like, yeah, having them be accountable and take photos of the meals, sure, that's pretty good for them, but not my target audience. So there's that. So if I go into daily calories, I can add a meal as a client. So if I go in there, there's no food database. So for me to add a meal, I gotta type in the calories and the protein, carbs, and fats. As a client, I want that shit to be there for me. I don't want to have to. Hey, can you grab the boxes of the last 18 ingredients we use? I gotta add them all up and divide them by 4 because 4. Nah, dude. So if I do 1,000 protein, 1,000 carbs, and 500,000 fat, we're having a heart attack. So it says 458,000 calories. So if I rename this to meal obese, so I name it that, I add entry. So it's cool because it has a little thing and it shows me how much I ate. But as a coach, man, that's just not helpful information. Like, what did you eat? What'd you eat? And then as far as the meal plan goes, structured meal plan, flexible meal plan. Oh, hold on. We might have spoke too soon. We might have spoke way too soon. Hold on. Auto-generated suggestions coming soon. Notify me. Give your clients flexibility to choose from each meal plan from set recommended recipes. Okay. So this might be cool to just have in there for them to see. Hold on. We might be on this on here. Assign a meal plan. There's no meal plans available. So how do I assign a meal plan if there's none available? Add a recipe. How am I adding a recipe? Oh, here we go. 528 recipes. Dude, the thing with a lot of these recipes is, yeah, I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're delicious. I'm not trying to meal prep an hour for one meal. I'm trying to meal prep for 3 minutes per year and have all my meals ready for me. That's it. I don't want to cook. And that's me. A lot of people might like cooking, but people complain about not having time for shit. And if you can free up 7 hours a week from cooking, I would say that's a good call. So let's go to this bacon, spinach, mushroom. I don't know how to pronounce the last word, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next. Baked red snapper with zesty tomato sauce. We're going to add the recipe. What happens now? Dude, this is just not helpful, man. If I'm a client and I'm signing up and all of a sudden day one, I got to cook 18,000 different recipes and I got to go grocery shopping for half of everything, I'm good, dude. I just want some no Asian inspired egg scramble. See what I'm talking about? Let's replace this. So if I click on this, it should tell me how to make it, right? Okay, two eggs, two egg whites, olive oil, bok choy, ginger, spring onion, red chili. I'm out. That's way too many shits. Let me just put three eggs in a frying pan, call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Instructions. Whisk the eggs and egg whites together in a bowl, season with salt and pepper. Chop the bok choy, grate the ginger, thinly slice the spring onions, and dest and chop the red chili. I'm not a cook. I don't know what that means. Chop blah, blah, blah. Thinly slice the spring onions and dest and chop the red chili. That's one sentence. Also, that's not step two. That's 18 steps in one. So fix that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Make this shit easy to understand. I'm no chef. Make it for dummies. Make it for a first grader trying to cook a world class meal. Okay. Has the nutrition, the calories, the protein, carbs, and fat in detail, and the percentage. That's what I'm talking about. That's good. Also has the dairy-free, gluten-free, low-carb, nut-free, vegetarian. Takes 5 minutes to cook, 5 minutes to prep. See, that shit, that's what I'm talking about. But goddamn, all the rest, bro, I'm out. So maybe this would be cool to have for the client to see. So what would I see on my end? So as a client, what am I looking at? And this is going on way too long. I'm kind of just experimenting live now. So what do we got? So food journal. So today's meals. Asian inspired egg scramble. So I'm gonna log that. So additional no optional soy sauce to serve. Okay, so maybe I spoke too soon. This could be helpful. This could be a nice visual. I can add more recipes. So we're gonna add. I'm gonna type in sandwich. There's 528 recipes, and there's only two of them that include the word sandwich. These are hella low in protein too, very high in fat. 23 grams of fat and 25 grams of protein. I may as well just have peanut butter. Let's add this recipe. Let's see what's up. So if I add that, I think it shows me my protein, carbs, and fats for the day. Dude, I don't like it's a nice visual. So this samosa sandwich. Let's see what I got at. See, dude, I'm out. Whole grain bread, 2 slices. Frozen vegetable mix, 1 cup. It says 1C. How about just put 2 extra letters for cup for clarity? Low fat cheese, 50 grams. How many cups is that, bro? Extra virgin olive oil, 1/5 tablespoon. Okay. Turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon. Chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon. Cumin seed, 1 teaspoon. Ground cumin, 1 teaspoon. So okay, so I guess it's not that bad. However, there's no meat in this. Where's the protein coming from? The cheese, 50 grams of cheese. It's like what is that? 2/5 cup. What is that? So it's not coming from oil. It's not coming from turmeric, chili powder, cumin, or ground cumin. So you're telling me between the cup of cheese and the 2 slices of bread, there's 25 grams of protein? What kind of bread we using, dude? See, it's not clear what bread. Dude, I could bitch about this all day. It says 2 pieces of bread. Hello, there's hundreds of different types of breads, all with their unique macronutrient profile for each. It's just so no wonder why people don't fucking lose weight on meal plans, bro. Shit's just not specific. Samosa sandwich, great. Buy whatever and hope it works. So yeah, I was right. This is not. I'm not. We're not doing this. So that's why I had it disabled. So good thing I looked at it to confirm that this is not what I'm looking for at all whatsoever. So the macros in the food journal, I guess, is cool as a visual. I don't know, man. We're taking that shit off. Macros off. Wait, hold on. There's more settings. Meal guidance. What's the meal guidance mean? Hold on. See, we might have spoke too soon again. Probably not. But let's see. So we're gonna save this. Meal guidance. So meal plan. Add recipe. So what the hell does that mean for me? So I'm gonna go onto the client side. Uh, so I just don't log it. I can just see it. So, dude, so does that mean I should be able to add? Can I just, in theory, add every single recipe then for guidance? So let's see what happens if I add. Why can't I add that one? Okay, we're gonna add them all. There's 70 in. Oh, there's a cap. There's a cap. So does it look like I can only add 10? Can I make my own recipes and use them as leave a note for the day? Note here. What's good, my boy? Yeah, so I as a client see the note. So for the breakfast, it has different ideas. So I would just have to put in. Okay, so for meal guidance, I can make my own recipe. I believe that's what I can do. Can I add more? Oh, I can. I can add more. Maybe I was just being a silly dumbass. I can add them all. Yeah, I added them all. Let's see. Yeah, see now breakfast has. So if I add them all for guidance, dude, now it thinks I'm eating all of these meals and it says, yeah, you're eating 6,000 calories for breakfast. What's my shopping list look like? Okay, so the shopping list is badass. 98% of this shopping list is spices. So whatever. So see, it's got potential. It's nice. It's got a good idea, but it's just not practical, dude. So let's get rid of that. So yeah, big chunk of this program is something that I will never use, the nutrition part, which is such a bummer because this is a fitness program. You know, why wouldn't I use the nutrition? So meal plan templates. Oh, I may have spoke way too soon. Okay, my meal plan. Name my meal plan. We'll call it Bryson. Owner. Okay, create. Monday, meal one. Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, okay, so confirm we're not doing this shit. So next question. All right, so this show went on way too long, but that's kind of a live look at the software, why I decided to go with it. So hopefully this will be cool to look back on for anybody who's might be listening in the next year who might also want to do coaching. This is the software I'm using. I think I'm going to use. If not, then we just wasted a whole show. But yeah, so that's going on. Yeah. So yeah, all right. So that's it. That's pretty much it. That's the show today. I'm gonna now knowing that I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna move on, continue creating everything that I need to make and try to get everything into the software so that I can have a client in the program and rocking and rolling as soon as possible. So a lot of this is gonna come from me with the education side of things. So making videos, making documents, explaining it, kind of holding the person's hand, if you will, through the first week or two. Because the idea is to actually to have a client sign up for a right now because it's a cheap fucking program because that's what I decided on. So so if they sign up for the cheapest, the shortest, whatever, it'd be $195 for 12 weeks, which is so fucking cheap, dude. It's $78 a month. That's crazy. That's with the 20% markup. So if I didn't mark it up, it'd be about 70, it'd be 64 $65 on the dot because 65 times 3 is 195. So $65 a month. A month, dude, that's so cheap for this program. So the idea, where was I going with that? So the idea is to get them, I mean, go ahead and pause and rewind, dude. Hold on. All right, I figured it out. That's what I was saying. So the lowest option right now is 3 months, but the idea is so if they sign up for this, they sign up for 12 weeks. But after they sign up, they get told, oh, you actually get an additional 1 or 2 weeks. And the first week is kind of getting everything ready to go, like creating kind of some sort of game plan. I fully believe in just starting, just go. But, if you got a lot of shit going on in life, you probably can't just start right now. And what I mean by that is you don't have the groceries required, you don't have everything, but you can still do something. But a lot of the idea that I have is having them start and get some streaks going, get some momentum moving, and have the streaks work with them and kind of against them in a way. So not against them, but work in their favor against them, if that makes sense. So, on day 20, when they're like, oh, fuck this, they got streaks going. It's like, no, you can't give up. You got 20, But the idea is not to have the streaks going forever. The idea is to have the streaks kind of go and reset every 30 days. Because I believe that's probably a lot better than obsessing over something for over half a year. I don't know. That's just kind of personal experience. I might be completely wrong on that, but just personal observation. But yeah, so the idea is to have them sign up for the program for 12 weeks. And then, hey, dude, actually, bonus because XYZ, whatever. You're getting an extra couple weeks. And those extra couple weeks would be XYZ. So don't remember where I was going with all of that, but they would sign up, get that. And the first week would be me giving them everything that they need to get ready, to get started, whatever. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Because the other thing is with this auto flow thing, that when they join, it says that the program starts that day for them. And I don't really want that. I want because everything's designed on a weekly basis. So I want to know Fridays, because Fridays are, for example, back day. They would get a message or whatever. I just want it makes things easier for me on the back end. So hopefully this makes sense. I don't want to try to explain myself. If everything's all synced up and everything's the same on the same page and the same rhythm, pattern, whatever, that's less work for me. So try to make it as easy as possible to work as hard as I can. So that's one other thing. I'm going to write that down. Auto flow. When do they start? Day 1 or I choose? Okay, I'm actually going to check real quick and then I'm going to go. Onboarding flow. Auto flow. So when do they start? So settings. No, not in here. You'd think it would be, but nope. So let's go back. By day sequence. How do I change that? Edit. Kill my by day sequence. I don't know how to. All right, we'll make a new auto flow. Then, okay, so choose if you want to schedule assignments based on a sequence of days after start date or directly to dates on a calendar. Day by day. Schedule the assignments based on date and day number. So auto flow name, test, 1, 2, 3. Hey, I like grapes. How long is my program? We're just going to go 1 week. Create. So what does that mean? Great. It doesn't tell me what it means. Great, dude. See, make the shit better. I don't know what the fuck that even means. So don't have me, dude. You know what I mean, man? Hey, here's this great feature and it's just going to do something. So do you want to do that? Cool, man. I guess so. Great. So you're doing it. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I don't know. Cool. Also, it's really very easy to delete that. I just clicked delete and it didn't even prompt me if I wanted to confirm. And there's no way to undo it. So if I delete this, then I'm fucked. So I'm talking about, man. Make this shit better. All right, that's the show, guys. That's all I got for today. Hopefully it was kind of interesting or enjoyable or whatever. I don't know. To see me kind of do a little bit of a review of the program or the software that I think I will run with, because I think that's what I think I'm gonna roll with this. So seems like the best thing that I can do right now, given what I need. So in the future, maybe we'll get some kind of software developer team to make me my own shit, because a lot of this stuff is meant for. It's really hard to make software fit every single person, but dude, I don't know. I have great ideas and I know that. Okay, anyway, thanks guys for listening. I'll talk to you later. If you haven't already, please go check out episode 292B. It explains what this show is about in depth. If you are a new listener and want to know what the hell is going on, why I sound like shit, why it's not organized, why it's not professional, 292B explains it perfectly. So go give that episode a listen if you haven't already. Thank you so much for giving my stuff a try, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode.